Hello. There's somebody different here today. Twins love is different. What's different? Tricked ya. It's Char. I'm drinking from Amy's cup. And here's Stella. Mwah. So, here's the sitch. Lost my voice. I was at Tony Robbins. Had the best time. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've been home since Sunday night. And I wanted to share what I learned. But Amy, who's typically here, her kids are on spring break. The kids' spring breaks are different. My kids are at school. So she's like, well, you wanted to share about Tony Robbins anyway. And I was like, I'll see if I can. But my voice is so much better. I actually lost it right before I went, almost. And then, you know, when you're there and you're screaming, shouting, having fun, you lose it. Anyway, I tried to trick you with the A cup. I mean, I didn't give you a lot of time, but coffee tastes so good. My energy is so high from being at Tony Robbins around like such beautiful people. Shout out to Amanda, who my friend Mary and I met, and all my friends at Tony Robbins. Oh my God, my new friends. What an experience. I'm gonna tell you about that. You're not gonna wanna miss it because it is some good stuff. And I almost said S-H-I-T because Tony Robbins likes to use impactful, powerful curse words. They were so fun. Anyway, I wanted to start out the show today with reminding you about Tabletop Fix. This is a great tool, fun game that you can play with your kids. I bring it out a couple days a week when we can all eat as a family, because the truth is both my kids have baseball and softball, and we don't always get to eat as a family. So, but when we do, I like to bring this little fun game. So this one's called Past, Present, and Future. They have like a teens one. They have a regular, original, or whatever. You can get on Amazon. I believe they're $25. Don't quote me. So all you do is get a card and like, I'll answer this one. Was your parents' generation happier than your own? I really don't know that answer because I never asked them that. They seemed happy. I know my grandmother once said something to me. After I had Jake and Haley, I was had the double stroller. I like to act things out, by the way. I had the double stroller and I had Jake and Haley in there, and I went to go visit her at her retirement area, community after my grandfather died. And I remember like taking the diaper bag off and you know all the stuff. If anyone's in the season of children, you know all the stuff we have. So much stuff, snacks, sippy cup, diapers, diaper bag, all of it. I had it all. Double stroller, I mean, you know, I could push that thing. And my grandmother looked at me and she said, Char, I don't know how you do it. You drive in the car with the kids and then you've got the diaper bag and the stroller. How do you do it? And she said, I could never do that. And I said, Grandma, I could never do what you did. You had 6 children. You made meals every day. You stayed home every day. I'm sorry, but I need to get out. And this is easy. This is like the easy part. But we were kind of fascinated on what we did and what made us happy and differences. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, hopefully we're all finding our happiness and joy and whatever makes us happy. So anyway, but it's fun. And you get to share with your kids your heart. And I love this game. And I get to hear from my kids to hear what's going on with them. Because, you know, you'll ask your kids sometimes like, hey, how's it going? Fine. You know, so these cards, it's not like you're asking, the fun game is asking, right? So let's see. Oh, I've got my little mindful. I had to create some stuff to do fun since Amy's not here. She's usually jumping up and down. The Little Book of Mindfulness. This is kind of a fun book. So today I opened it to this page. By concentrating on the moment we're in, worries of the past and anxieties of the future dissipate. I love that. So sometimes just, for me, that means take a step back where you're at. If you're worried and just be like, I'm just right here. Nothing's that stressful, right? I love that. Okay, next I wanted to, I guess, Tell Amy I miss her. Got your cup? Yes. I'm sure you can hear Stella in the back. She's running around. She's got a little bell on because she's a little Yorkie and we can't find her sometimes. So I put a little cat collar on her with the little bell so I could hear her. So, okay, let's get to it. This is where I went at LA Convention Center by the Staples Center in LA called Unleash the Power Within. It was my friend Mary's birthday coming up and she invited me and I said, yes, I've always been interested in Tony. A couple interesting things about him I didn't know. One is he, people call him a guru, but he's not your guru. He tries to get you to be your own guru and figure out what you want. And I like that. And he's not really a motivator. He wants, self-motivation, not like he's not going to motivate you. He's going to, I guess, get you to motivate yourself is kind of what I got out of it. And he's also a Christian man. I didn't know that. So super cool. He has great things. I think he's a genius. He shared a couple things. He read 700 books in 7 years. What? He always wants to learn the best of the best of the best. And I'm always curious and seeking as well. So that really resonated with me. So a couple things I want to share is, let's see. Of course, I have my little list. You can't read it. Haley's always like, I can't read your writing. I'm like, yeah, you know what, sister? I can't even read my own writing. So crazy. Okay. Let's see, what do I want to share with you guys? First of all, the energy, 15,000 people, the energy in that room was just so full of kindness and love and inspiration and hard work. And a lot of people are there for different reasons. I just went to experience it and, see what's up and kind of let go, right? Let loose, have some fun, experience something new. And so at 46, I just want to know things I don't know, that I didn't know. Let's see. So I think one of my biggest takeaways is how much Tony was talking about, if we move our body, we can create free energy, more energy. And I never really put it together. And I started thinking about it. If you're sad or you're depressed or you're struggling with health issues, you're laying and you're sleeping a lot, and so you're not creating that energy by moving your body, and that's why you're sad, or you don't have a lot of energy, or you stay in this lower, let's call it a happy state, and then a neutral or sad state. So you want to get to more the happy state. I'm just putting in simplistic. He calls it a beautiful state and then a lower vibration state, but for simplicity, let's happier and then neutral, or sad even. And so you need to, my biggest takeaway is you just need to move your body. So if you have to work and you just like, Char, I can't, I have to work, you can be in your chair at work and here's you, and you just, he always says shake the booty. That's where you get it going, the creative juices. So you're like, oh, I'm getting tired, oh, I don't feel like being here. These thoughts your body will also do that, and you're just like even more tired. So you just start shaking, right? If someone's looking, you actually, I'm just squeezing my booty right now, and nobody, can't even tell. Can you tell? Totally squeezing it. Or you can be weird like me, who cares? As soon as you shake your hands, whatever you need to do, you will get free energy. It's so cool. Now I know why I have such energy. I'm always moving, right? A little bit ADD, always moving. So fun. Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna let Stella out. So sorry. So she was whining at the door and I felt so bad. So moving. And so what they did to show us to create that energy is we were there long days and it didn't even seem like it. And I feel like it was like every 10 minutes to a half an hour, get up, shake it. And it was so fun. They had music going. So music is a good reminder that we got to shake our body. So if you're putting the music on, my friend decided to trade the news that she watches all the time for music, and she's been getting more energy, she's feeling more fun, so then she's more fun with her kids, and such a beautiful idea. And oh my gosh, so also when we were there and we'd get up, we'd just be like, yes. And they shared that a lot of times we'll say, a lot of us I don't know, actually, I don't want to overgeneralize, but for me, I always want to be in a grateful state, but they talked about being in a celebratory state. So instead of just saying, oh, I'm so grateful for today, I'm so grateful, just celebrate everything. So it's like, I'm so grateful I'm going to lunch. It's like, yes, I'm going to lunch today. And then even celebrate little things so that your body is creating this energy all the time. You're just like, yes, yes, yes. And so they even said when you go to the bathroom, you take a number 2 and you turn around and you're just like, yes. Tony's like, what comes in must come out. And you're just like, wow, yes, yes. And I'm just like walking around. Haley always does that dance move where you shake your foot and your hand. And I'm just always like doing that. Do. And then Haley's doing it with me, and it's so fun. And so I love that. Free energy, free happiness. And then smile. What? You can't not smile when you're dancing, right? I mean, you can if you're trying to be serious, but it will make you eventually smile. You're serious, and then you're just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the music's on. So fun. So fun. And then, let's see what else. Oh, this is kind of a catchy phrase. The way you move is the way you feel. So I was thinking about it, and you guys, I think you know, I think I've told you, well, yeah, Amy gave me the little Pooh Bear. I love Winnie the Pooh and all the characters, and it's just like the world. There's all the characters in the world. I personally resonate with Pooh Bear. I think Amy's like Tigger or Piglet, but you know, sometimes you could be a mix. But I love Winnie the Pooh, especially as I get older, just like on an adventure, wherever, easygoing, loves food, honey. I love food. Anyway, so now Stella's barking at the door. Now she wants to come in, but she'll be okay. Hopefully you can't hear. So, so if you think about it, let's use 2 characters from Winnie the Pooh. Tigger. Tigger's always bouncing, always moving. So what's his energy like? And how is his state of mind? Happy. What are we doing? Do. Tigger, 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 Tigger. Lots of energy, lots of happiness. And then you have Eeyore. Talking slow. I don't know. Kind of negative. Lower state. Neutral or sad state. Or you have Tigger. Higher state. It has to do with moving. So, any takeaways today you get, it is to move that body. How you move is how you feel. I love that. So easy, so simple, so free. It's free. So free. Okay, and then what else did I want to share with you guys? Ooh, they were talking about what do we need to do to live? Hello, what do we need? Oxygen, breathing. So reminder to just breathe. And they give us all these breathing techniques, and you can look them up, but this one you want to, a lot of people breathe, they said stress breathing, and you put your stomach in. That's not the right way. You're actually supposed to descend, and I think your stomach's supposed to go out while you go in. So it's kind of hard to get used to, but you can look it up, like I said. And so what I did is I found an app. I can't remember the name of it. And you can look them up if you want. And every hour, it just gives me a small text, and actually has a little punching, because I love to box. The whole time at Tony, we'd be up dancing, and the whole time I was boxing. I was like, I love boxing. Should I be a boxer? What's happening? And so every hour it goes off, and then I breathe, and I just put it in. This Iceman guy was amazing speaker, and that's how he breathed in. He's like, and I was like, okay, and then hold it 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then breathe out big. And for me, it just means take a step back, enjoy what we have, be grateful, maybe celebrate at that same moment, trigger your body, and just be like, yes, wow, I remembered to breathe, having fun. So I just think those are good takeaways. They're so simple and easy, kind of weird, but amazing to me. So let's see what else. What else do I want to share with you? I'm always dancing now. I want that free energy. Yeah. Happiness. And, I love this. He just talked about standards. What are your standards? Make sure you have high standards. Make sure the people you're hanging around with has high standards. And shoulders back, right? Shoulders back. And one of the coolest things I did was I did the fire walk, the walking on the hot coals. So cool. So they had 50 fire or coal pits set up outside. We did it around midnight the first night. I already was going in like, I'm gonna do it for sure. It's all mind over matter is the whole reason you do it. All a belief system that you can believe, because anything you believe you can achieve, right? And so they had 50 pits and there were hot coals, and basically what he said to do is like for 2 hours you're just like, yes, yes, yes. You're in this belief state with everybody, 15,000 people, yes. And you're really believing you can do it. And he said shoulders back, confident, you're looking straight, you don't want to look at the hot coals, and you just go across regular 8 steps about for somebody my size, 6 steps if you have longer legs, and it's 8 steps and you walk normal. Yes, yes, and you're looking for it. Yes, 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 yes. You get down, they hose your feet, make sure any coals stick to them, and then you celebrate. Yes, yes, and it was amazing. I did it, no burns, no blisters, off the hook. You can do anything. So I get home now and it's just like, dude, I can do anything. I have laundry, who cares? I walked on fire. And Tony, right before we did it, he's like, 95% of you will be fine. I'm like, that's funny. I don't like, oh, I'm not going to be that 5%. I'm just like, that's so funny. And then he did get burned once, he said. He said, oh yeah, you can get burned. I one time was in, he calls it like being in this higher state, right? That same state, that beautiful state. Confident, believing, and that's how you want to run your life. Yes, like you're walking on fire. Yes, yes, they're really hot coals. But anyway, he was doing it. He thought he got to the end where they spray you and you go off the whole like pit thing. It's just like like down on the ground, an enclosed thing. And you're walking across. He thought he was done, so he's standing there, and he was still on the coals. And he said he swelled, his feet swelled up. I think he said like tennis balls, big blisters. I was like, yikes, don't want to stop short. So they have people helping and stuff, like, come on, keep going. It's so amazing. I did it. I don't know how many people did it. I hope everybody did it. It's quite an experience. And then anything else, if you want to check him out, Tony Robbins, what I loved about him, you guys, is he's been serving for 30 or 40 years. I can't remember if he said 30 years or 40 years, but of service. I mean, I believe that's why we're here, for loving each other and serving each other and helping each other and creating a better world around us, and love and hugs and all that. That's what Amy and I are about. And he's so like that. He doesn't need money. He said in one day he made like $400 million in one thing. He didn't share how to do that. No. But I'm not about money anyway. Obviously, I appreciate everything I have, and I'm so fortunate that Brad works so hard. But honestly, I'm about love. Like, love makes me feel so happy. The money's just temporary. But when he talks about like the needs of people, when you live in service, or I think he calls it contribution, community and all that, and then you live in growth and learning and opening your mind to new things, that is longevity for feeling joyful and fulfilled. And then the other ones are just significance, like they'll just make you temporarily happy. So you want to really focus on that, he said. And I love that. And no wonder I'm so joyful, because I'm trying to make these videos and have fun with all of you and make everyone feel loved. And that for me, it's service. And so I love this man. He's so great. And if you want to check him out, he has a really cool show. I just started watching it. I never actually was interested in seeing him until my girlfriend said, my friend Kelly from Florida, hi Kelly, she said that, and a shout out to Aaron. I've been meaning to Aaron Lozano, hi. But if your name's Aaron and I'm friends with you, shout out to you. No. I wasn't that interested in him. Then my girlfriend Kelly said, Char, you really like him. And I was like, okay, I will be open-minded and go, and she was right. I love him. I love you. Mwah. Tony, such a good guy. He's got a beautiful wife, and oh gosh, he just is, and I think he's a genius. How he gets us all so like in this state that's so exciting, gives us these great tools. Anyway, you can check him out on Netflix. I think it's called I'm Not Your Guru. Anyway, those are I have 40 pages of amazing notes. I was like the best of the best. I was like, oh, so good. But those are the things I wanted to share with you today. And we're missing Amy. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what she would have said while she was here. But I hope you guys have such a good weekend. And I love you. And I hope that you stay in a beautiful state. Don't forget to shake that butt.